Yeah, when France gets a new Prime Minister, the whole government resigns. So we could see a raft of new ministers announced today, a real shake-up of the team. But let's go through some of the senior figures. The Interior Minister, Christophe Castaner, has been criticised a lot ever since the Gilets jaunes, the yellow vest protests and the policing on that, which a lot of people said was heavy-handed. People coming forward injured, been shot with flash grenades by police. So he's come under a lot of criticism. His popularity ratings have been sinking. He's even not liked among the ranks of the police. So it looks like he is set to go. And we saw a hint of that when the new Prime Minister Jean Castex visited a police station unannounced late last night and said he would be appointing an interior minister. So we could see a big change there in France's Home Office. After that, there's the Foreign Affairs Ministry, which is currently occupied by Jean-Yves Le Drian. Now, insiders say he looks set to keep his job, although we'll obviously have to wait for the announcement to see if that's the case. Bruno Le Maire, the French finance minister, is also widely perceived in opinion polls to have done a good job. And of course, getting the French economy back on track is going to be a huge challenge. So another key ministry to look out for. Insiders say Bruno Le Maire could keep his job. Again, we'll have to wait and see when we get the announcements later on today. The Health Ministry too, Olivier Véran, clearly another key job, because there's no question that France has been through a major challenge. Its hospitals have been stretched to the very limit, and of course there's the shadow of a second wave. Now, he only came into his job at the beginning of the coronavirus outbreak, so he's expected to stay in, because otherwise, several changes of hands in the Health Ministry, perhaps not a good look at the moment.
Catherine, Emmanuel Macron has got less than 2 years now to turn around his presidency, hasn't he? I mean, this is all a vital part of that attempt at a turnaround.
Absolutely. It's a difficult balancing act for Emmanuel Macron, because his popularity ratings have plunged to around 38%, which actually is not bad when you look at his immediate predecessors. But going forward to the 2022 presidential election, it's not what he could be hoping for. He's going to be looking to try and boost that. It's a difficult job for him after the coronavirus pandemic. And of course, we've had other things like pension reforms, which were very controversial, and the yellow vest, the Gilets jaunes protest movement. So he's looking to try and remake his image. He's named this Prime Minister Jean Castex, who was very low profile. A lot of people, even in the French public, hadn't heard of him. He's seen as a technocrat. But he came from a right-wing background. He was a top official under Nicolas Sarkozy. So now Emmanuel Macron is expected to try and look to the left as well, to try and bring some left-wingers in and not perhaps be seen as moving too far to the right, with a view to that election coming ahead. He's also keen to get a green message and some environmentally friendly policies and ministers in, because that was a big thing coming out of France's local elections recently.